Hello everyone. The lesson plan for grades 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 for this week is going to be centered around Independence Day. We will focus on the value of respect for this week. We will talk about freedom fighters and we will be celebrating Independence Day in class with the children. First thing, ask the children a series of questions so that they understand the activity. Ask them what they know about Independence Day. It's celebrated on 15th August. It was when India got independence from Britishers. How is it celebrated? Flag hoisting, bank holiday, parade. For grades 4th and 5, talk about this stencil. This stencil is of Bhagat Singh. Who is Bhagat Singh? Talk about how he was a child, and since he was a child he wanted to fight for India's independence. He was a follower of Mahatma Gandhi. How he used non-violence to fight against the Britishers. He used to write articles against the Britishers in newspapers, which people used to read and used to make them want to fight for India's freedom. For grades 6 and 7, talk about the stencil, which is a stencil of Subhash Chandra Bose. Speak a little about him. Who is he? Where was he born? He was born in Orissa. He was a very bright student. He got a really good job in London. He left everything to come and fight for freedom for India. For grades 9th and 10th, talk about Sarojini Naidu. Who was Sarojini Naidu? She was a poet. She was a female Indian fighter. She was called the Nightingale of India. How did she fight for freedom? Did she use weapons? Did she use guns? No, she used her poems to talk about the Britishers and for Indians to make them feel patriotic. She spoke about India. Once we are done talking about them, ask the children, what do you mean by freedom fighters? What is the meaning of freedom fighters? So when Britishers took over India, freedom fighters fought for India's freedom. Did they use guns and weapons? No. They used non-violent methods through newspapers, poems, through applying their studies. They all used non-violent methods to fight for India's independence. Once this is done, proceed towards the activity. Each child will be given one stencil. So grades 4 and 5 will be given a stencil of Bhagat Singh. Grades 6 and 7 will be given a stencil of Subhash Chandra Bose, and grades 9 and 10 will be given a stencil of Sarojini Naidu. Each child will also be given a gateway sheet. Put the gateway sheet on the stencil and use a tape to tape this. This is the masking tape. Use a masking tape to tape all 4 sides of the stencil. Once this is done, take a pencil and lightly, not dark, lightly outline all the black areas of the portrait. Lightly. Once the black areas are outlined, ask the children to use the colors of the flag. So that is blue, green and orange to color the stencil. Before the children start painting, please revise the painting lesson plan. So how to use the palette, the container, the cloth and the brush. Please go through the lesson plan of painting once before the children start painting. They have to use essentially green, orange and blue to paint this painting. They can do it however. They can paint the green below and the orange on top and the blue in the middle, or they can use the colors at random. Let the children decide. So I've taken blue and I painted only on the black part. Of the stencil on the tracing paper. The painting will look something like this only. As for grades 4, 5, 6, 7, the children have to paint just the black areas. Only 9 and 10 have to paint the background white. Once this is done, talk about how they can use respect in their daily life, discuss how they painted the stencil. Thank you very much.